Hi, welcome back. So Vedant bhai, in this part we want to talk about more about your campus placement, and you end up joining Infosys in 2019 or initial 2020, I would say, as a result of campus placements. So, firstly, did you get any other? Did you received any other parallel offer as well, or Infosys was the only choice you had at that?
The thing was that Infosys was one of the first companies that came on the campus, and we had a policy
Okay,
that once you are placed, then you cannot sit for other companies. So I was
okay,
placed in my first go itself. Then I was out of the process. So I
okay,
didn't get a chance to, get a competing offer as such.
okay. Also, Infosys was one of the mass recruiters for our university. Was it the case with your university as well?
Yeah, yeah, same.
Okay. Okay. Also, please walk us through the recruitment process of Infosys. How did you ended up recruited by them?
Uh, they had an aptitude test, as far as I can remember. We had to clear that test. It was very similar to the uh, stuff I was preparing for CAT, so it was
Right.
a breeze
Right.
for me. Then shortlisted students had to sit for an interview as such.
Okay.
So uh, in my interview, he had basic stuff, nothing very heavy technical wise. And
Hmm.
I think it was a 15 minutes interview. Then I cleared it,
Hmm.
Okay, Vidhan bhai,
and we had a thing. We had a
anything
thing that
interesting about that interview which you want to put light on?
Hmm. Hmm.
like at the end when he had asked me all the stuff, then he like, you have studied in state board for your whole life. Don't you
Hmm.
regret it that you didn't get to study in CBSE? What is the difference between CBSE and state board? And I
Okay.
was like, how is this related to the job? Like how how okay, I gave him some answer which I don't remember, but I was
Right.
like shocked for a moment. Like why is he asking me this?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Okay. And it was like one round of interview. How many rounds were there?
Yeah, yeah, one round. But it was both for an internship, which we have to do in the eighth semester,
Right.
compulsory one, as well as the job.
Okay.
So in
Okay.
the eighth semester, in the last semester, I went to Mysore for the i- internship part.
Hmm. Okay. And for anyone who is preparing for Infosys off campus, let's say there are tier three colleges where even Infosys does not recruit, right? So anyone who is applying off campus as a fresher, anything you can suggest to that person?
Keep the basics, sound and well. They will ask the basic stuff only. Let's say SQL, then you must be able to write select queries, search query,
Hmm.
like all the basic stuff you must be good in. They will ask
Hmm.
generally, as far as I remember, they ask, tell me one subject that was your favorite in your UG, and they will ask about that subject.
Okay.
So you can also prepare that, prepare that one subject thoroughly, that you can answer
Okay.
anything in that subject. Other are all HR questions, which are like pretty basic.
Okay,
Okay.
Vidhan bhai, what was the package offered by Infosys?
During that time when I joined, it was not much. Like
No, no,
I,
we
w- I
do
was
know
earning
about
around,
the package, but you can disclose that. Now
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
not in
around 20,
Infosys.
yeah, around 25 a month i-
Okay.
Hmm.
in
Like
hand. Yeah,
including all the incentives, it was 3.6 lakh CTC, right?
yeah. When I joined, yes.
Okay. And what was the
It was.
highest? What was the
Hmm.
highest package offered in your institute, in your college?
Yeah,
For that batch.
one guy got a 23
Huh?
lakh
On campus
placement.
23 LPA. Great. Yeah. Great. Nice.
On campus or off campus, I am forgetting
On
right now,
campus.
but
Not off
he
campus.
had
On
some
campus.
on campus. Google came and Google was giving. I'm forgetting. I,
Google
this
Did
is
was
Google
I
used to
please
visit
do
your
not
college?
quote me on this. It was in the range of 14, 15.
No, Google
Okay.
And
Google
he,
used to come for in-campus placement. Oh, okay. And
Yeah,
when
nice.
it
was
came,
there
well, it came in for my seniors, and I guess it also came for us as well. And we had this thing that, class topper gets to do an internship with an ISRO and all. So we'd also
Okay.
tie-ups with them as well.
then it was a tier one college.
No, only one or two students went to ISRO.
Okay, any of your
But
friends
yeah,
who haven't cleared the Infosys round or haven't got job in Infosys? Okay, and what was the package he got and where he was selected?
eventually he got a better package after getting rejected by the company.
Okay,
He got into a startup. Well, I know him personally. So he
Huh.
got into a startup in Pune, uh, where he's there only and he's earning decent amount of package, I guess.
okay. What was the company name?
I don't remember it right now.
Okay, and what was the package he was offered?
Double.
Okay, double. Right.
Okay, so what I can draw from Vedant's answer is to all the folks out there who are being rejected by the interview rounds of Infosys or have the fear of being rejected by the Infosys, something better might be waiting for you. So keep your head up, don't be disappointed. Some double or triple package might be waiting for you. So might be the case.
Even I wanted to answer one question which Naveen asked from Vidhan, that what are your suggestions for the folks applying off campus for the Infosys interview? I'll say don't apply.
I will I will completely disagree with the statement.
I will
I had
also
a blast.
disagree.
I had a blast working there. Infosys is like one of the best companies to work in. Even if, yeah, I can agree that the package and all is low, but the amount which I learned there and the environment and the culture was very good. I
Hmm.
I don't regret a single moment of not joining that company. I'm retrospectively, I am very happy that I did clear CAT in 2018 and I joined there. It is like one of the best 3 years of my life working there.
Hmm. Right. Even I will disagree because I have came across some of the seniors who had like 3-4 years of in continuation experience over there, and they really enjoyed every bit of it. Whether it is the Mysore campus training or whether it is the afterwards experience, but I can also visualize Infosys blacklisting ANMOL'S profile for the lifetime after this video gets public. So Anmol is Anmol is willing to take that risk. So anyway, so Vedant, you joined in Jan 2020. Is it the Infosys Mysore Center?
Well, I joined in 2019. I passed out in 2019. I joined in
Okay,
August
yeah,
2019.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, as I had run the training in Mysore, so my post as an employee, my training period was pretty less, only 1 month. Then I was posted in Hyderabad
Just after 1 month training.
because I had done my internship as well, and I come from a CS background.
No,
So
where
I
have you
all
done your internship?
uh, Infosys only, Mysore
Okay,
campus. We had to for the internship we were trained,
okay. So
Okay,
you
but the
were
training for
trained.
the internship and training for basic
No.
employee are basically the same itself.
In which period were you training? In Jan 2019, you joined as a trainee, right?
Yes, December 2018 till April 2019, I joined as a trainee.
Okay,
Then,
Mhm.
after the eighth semester ended, I got my degree. Then I joined as an employee in August
Right.
2019.
okay.
Okay. And which office was assigned to you, Vedant, after you became the full-time employee?
Hyderabad, I was posted there.
And they also ask you for three choices, right? So what were your choices in terms of the location?
Hyderabad was not one of them. I was like
Okay.
Pune, Bangalore, and some and third, I don't remember, somewhere in the north. But I got Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Okay. You have any idea like on what basis they assign location or offices?
Yeah. Well, I got to know because I was trained in the data analytics stream, and majority of the requirement in the stream was in Hyderabad. So they
Mhm.
sent me there.
Mhm. Right. Anmol, what were your top three locations you opted for, and which one was assigned?
First was Bangalore, third was
Hmm.
Pune, second was Pune, and
Hmm.
third was I guess Chandigarh,
And the assigned one was
Bangalore, the first one.
Bangalore. Right.
Right.
And with them, why did you opted for Pune and Bangalore as top two slots? Like,
Pune is closer to Gujarat, and Bangalore has the,
okay.
cultural hub, you can say, Silicon Valley of India. So I got that I can learn a lot by staying there.
Hmm.
The third one was like, it does
Okay.
not matter. I was so hopeful that I will get one of these two.
Okay. And ended up receiving Hyderabad. So, what was your first reaction or your family's reaction when they got to know, okay, now you have to shift to Hyderabad?
I was like completely shocked. Let me give you some more context.
Hmm.
So from my college, around 35 people joined the company as
Okay.
employees.
Okay. Hmm.
And only three of us were trained in data analytics. Others were trained in
Okay.
Java and all that other technologies.
Okay. Hmm.
And only we three got Hyderabad. Everyone else got Pune. So
Okay.
my entire friend circle was like gone. Woof. Now you are in a new city where you
New
don't know
set
the
of friends.
language and you don't have any friends. You only have those two friends from my college. So that
Hmm.
was like, oh shit, what can I do now? Then I like tried a lot. I spoke with the HR. I spoke
Hmm.
with my manager that, please
Hmm.
let me go to Pune. I can work from there. We had a team in
Hmm.
Pune as well working on the same project. Please
Hmm.
transfer me, do this, do that. But I was kept there.
Okay.
Eventually,
Okay.
but COVID hit and I had to go home, so it didn't matter
Hmm.
as such. I was only there for about 10 months in Hyderabad.
Okay. Okay. And uh, what I was asking. Okay. Can we conclude that majorly the DNA team, data analytics team, majorly they sit in Hyderabad or they are offered the Hyderabad office Infosys, is it?
Yes.
Okay. And with them, on what basis they assign technologies? Like you mentioned, out of 35, let's say three were assigned DNA, other were Java and others. So on what basis they assign?
Like, people from multiple colleges come. So
Right.
there is a whole batch. In my batch, around 450 people came
Hmm.
for internships. Out of
Hmm.
these 450 people, they initially they have this training in Python, SQL, and all basic that everyone has to do.
Hmm.
Then on basis of some marks or something or how you do, they give
Hmm.
you the streams or it is completely random. I have no idea.
Hmm.
So out of this 450, only 45 got data analytics.
Hmm.
Everyone else got something else. And it is
Hmm.
also based on the requirement, the projects that the company currently has, how many, how is the demand in those streams as such.
Right. Hmm. Okay. And you were completely happy with the DNA, or you wanted a switch of technology?
No, I was completely happy because we also got to learn machine learning in it, AI, machine learning.
Right.
Then Hadoop and all big data I got to learn,
Hmm.
which was like very good thing
Hmm.
at that time. There were many people who were like, we can't switch streams with me and all.
Hmm.
And I
Hmm.
was like, no, I'm here.
Okay. And before joining Infosys, what programming languages you might had worked on in your college?
I had worked on C Sharp,
Okay. Okay.
Python, and Java.
How many of these were a part of your curriculum?
Everyone was part of my cu-
Okay.
curriculum, and yeah. But I was not good in any of them until I joined this, job.
Okay.
As I mentioned, I gave minimal effort in UG.
Right.
After getting the job, then I was like, okay, now let's do it, with full gusto.
Okay. Okay. So once you got a chance to join Infosys, were you sure? You might be a little bit aware. Okay, this is gonna be a coding based profile, right? So were you sure in long term? I see myself coding on projects. Like, were you sure, or you were just giving it a try?
I was like, I was sure of doing an MBA. That was one thing that I was sure of.
Okay. Okay.
But the thing was that I was so like happy on joining Mysore, and the experience was so good. I was like, let's not give CAT in 2019 again. Let's see, we will
Okay.
give it in 2020. So I skipped the 2019 CAT, and I was
Okay.
enjoying. I was also promoted twice there in the mean
Okay.
until I joined here, until I came here. So that was also like very good. I was getting good work. I was also enjoying the work sometimes.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I can do this long term and all, don't know. I can do this in the medium term. Next 5 to 10 years, I can do it. But I
Okay.
had this thing for, I had to do an MBA. I have because I loved doing the prep of CAT. So I was like, no,
Mm.
I will be giving CAT. Eventually, I didn't also give pursue didn't give the 2020 CAT. Then
Mm.
my second attempt was CAT 2021, and rest is history.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
And
so Vidhan,
Vidhan, if
uh,
mm,
okay, so Vidhan, you were system engineer. You joined as system engineer in August 2019, right? And you became senior system engineer in October 2021. Okay. So why it took so long? Because as far as I know, it just takes one year or 1 year, 2, 3 months to become a senior system engineer. Like, what was the reason? It because of COVID, or was there any other reason?
I became a senior system engineer after a span of 2 years, right? Yeah, it is the
Right.
same for everyone. Everyone in my batch became the senior system engineer at the same time. It was a mandatory promotion.
okay.
Yeah, but I like
Like usually
it is
because
not like
because our from our batch, I do know that people have become senior system engineer in about 1 year or 1 year, 2, 3 months. That's why. Uh,
everyone,
that's the question.
every like we had a group like everyone from my college, everyone became the senior system engineer at the same time. Maybe
Okay.
they had some other issue that they were not promoting people. I
Okay.
I,
It
I have
it
no idea.
it might be because of COVID reasons. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in
Right.
Jan 2022, you become a specialist programmer. Okay. So you have given a test for that, right?
Yes, there is a bridge called Power Programmer Bridge that if
So
you have to,
yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
there were
continue.
two exams. One is power programmer and one is specialist engineer, right? There were two bridge
Th- Uh,
programmers.
there are two sets of bridge program. One is to become an analyst, and one is to become a
Okay.
specialist programmer. So I gave the second one.
Okay. Okay. And what were the differences? Can you enlighten us on that?
Power program, like the second one which I gave is very coding heavy. Like you have to
Okay.
know coding, like your coding skills must be very good. And the analyst one that I have not given, but from what I had heard, like it requires a much more holistic level view of the software development process, sort of like adjacent to lead, you can say that you have to know multiple things. Your coding may or may not be required.
Okay. And what was the package difference between specialist and power programmer?
That I have no idea actually.
Okay. 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 Just highlight on that point. What was your package when you became a specialist programmer
Uh,
in terms of CTC?
8.
Okay. 8. Okay. I guess then
But then it
for
was bumped up by the time I left. It was bumped up to 10.5.
okay. Great. Great. So for specialist programmer and for power programmers, the salary was same. So I'll say that. And
Yeah, specialist
okay,
programmer is a power programmer. Both are the
okay,
same. The designation is specialist programmer, but I am a power programmer only.
okay. Right, right.
I was rather.
Okay. Can you tell us
Okay.
the journey? What were the questions related to this? How have you prepared for that? All those things.
Yeah, yeah. So it was COVID and I was like getting bored. Job, you have to do same set of a task multiple times. So once you get the hang of it, it is like pretty chill, pretty boring. And I was lucky enough to work in a support role for only 2 to 3 months. Then I was given a development work, which is also like timeless. My manager used to tell me, do this by the end of the week or something. Then when I do it was on my, so I had freedom as such. So that gave me, thinking that let's do something else, this is all good, but this is very slow, like 3.6. Then let's say if I seen a system, then 4 or 4.5, then I wanted to take a leap. So I started, practicing. I started doing competitive coding on what is the name website called Lead Code. I used
Lead
to
code,
at
right?
least do one code a day. I tried to do that. I did it for around 2.5 months. Then I gave the exam and I cleared it in the first attempt.
Okay. Any,
Then there are two sets of interviews.
hmm,
One is the technical one. The other is also on the similar lines, but some HR questions they ask. Then yeah. Then we have to
okay,
train. Then they ask for, which technology you want to get trained on and all.
okay. So when your process started, okay, you have become a specialist programmer in Jan 2022. But when was the entire process started? Like when have you first given the exam?
Yeah, yeah. I gave the exam in February of 2021. The
Okay,
results came by April. Coding is exam is the main. Once you clear it, that that it is like mm, almost guaranteed that you will get the role, that you will be promoted. Then I had an interview, after which the interviewer told that, I need to get trained on programming a bit more. So I was given a subsidiary training. Still, this is extra work. I am doing my job. Plus, I have to get trained on this coding practices, which you mentioned, which I did. Then second time interview took place. Then he was like, okay, we will take you out from your role with by talking with your manager, and we will train you on a technology. So you can talk with your manager and specify a time when you can be released from the project. So the thing was like, I was the sole developer in my project, and my manager was like, you cannot go and all that. So he delayed it, and then he released me by September of 2021. All this, I was also preparing for CAT during all this. Uh, then, then in November 2021, I got the training. I had to complete 7 to 8 certifications in a month, and I had classes, legit classes from 9 to 5. I have to take classes, and then I have to complete certification. Yeah. After that, you will be assigned a project once again.
okay, okay. So
Right.
so Vidhan, any suggestions for the Infosys employees, like whether they should go for being a specialist programmer or power programmer, whatever you say it, or should they try to switch their job? Any suggestions?
Th- See, I would suggest that they must try for the power programmer role, because the level of the work, it was like very good. The work which I did as a specialist programmer was very intellectually stimulating, very engaging, and like doing that work made me feel like, okay, I have now my 4 years of BTech are worth it now. So if you like doing complex tasks, if you enjoy, racing your mind and such, then I say pursue it. And you can always switch. Switching will never go. That is always an option. But switching as a system engineer and switching as a specialist programmer are two very different things. Because this exam is not easy. It is very tough. It was a 3-hour exam where we had to write 3 sets of code. And that too, all the test cases must pass and all that. So very few people can clear it. So that is also one more, reputational bump, which can also lead to a salary bump while you switch. So try giving the exam. If you can clear it, very good. If you don't, then you have learned, even while prepping for the exam, you also learn to, some coding skills, which you can use to get a different job as well. So it is a win-win only.
Okay.
Right. So Vedant, after that CAT thing happened, you were done with the exam, right? And you were also confident that I'll probably be hitting 99 percentile or somewhat around. So folks apply for multiple colleges, and you were also targeting a few elite colleges. How did you end up landing into FMS? How did that happen?
Okay, by the way, let me tell you one thing. I again had to prioritize because I had to complete certifications in November and I had CAT. So
Okay.
this time I prioritized CAT. I I was like, okay, I delayed giving the certification. I told the manager that, right now I have something else going on. I am delaying it. I gave CAT. CAT went well. Eventually, I also cleared all the certifications a bit late, but I cleared them. Then
Okay.
after CAT result came in January 2022, I was expecting
Okay.
decent calls, but I didn't get any call from black eye colleges, not a single one
Okay. Okay.
at 99.43. So it was like a big that thing.
Okay.
And I had not filled the form of SP Jain because it is a very profile heavy college. You need to be your extra curriculars must be very good to, get into the college. It was not the case for me.
Right.
So I didn't apply there. XLRI, they have a different exam called SAT,
Okay.
where I got 97 something percentile, which is not enough
Okay.
for person of my background to get in. So that was also gone.
Okay.
So only FMS was left for me, whose call I had.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I have like
Sorry.
in FMS, I have a friend who scored 99.8 in CAT,
Okay.
and he didn't get a single call from Black Eye.
Okay. Vedant, what do you think might be the possible reason not getting call from those colleges even at like 99.8 percentile?
They have a fixed category of general seats. There are like, let's say there are 100 seats in a
Okay.
college, then general seats are only for 50. The rest is all the caste, SC, ST and all. So for
Okay.
that 50 seats, every college has this 2x, 3x. Like for a seat, they will call 4 to 5 people.
Okay.
So for 100 seats, they will call 400, they will shortlist 400, 500 people. So as I mentioned before, in my time, 2,000 people got 99 percentile. And all
Right.
these colleges had a strength of, let's say, 300 to 400 students. So multiplied by 3 or 4. So 1,200 something they will call. And out of that 300 400, general category would be 100 to 200. For this 100 200, they will call the top 800 900 rankers.
Okay.
I
Okay.
was not one of them.
Okay.
And like colleges like Lucknow and Indore, they give heavy precedence to your 10th and 12th marks, even more
Okay.
than CAT.
Okay.
Uh, I didn't have 90 percentage and up. I only had 85 percentage in both 10th and 12th. So that was
Okay.
also a bad thing. You need to have 90 percentage and up in both 10th, 12th to get into that.
Okay.
Yeah. And other my UG scores are also not that good. So that was also one of the factors of not getting called. But I got FMS and I
Okay.
converted it. So it is all right.
All right. So we are running out of time. So let's make it a little quick in terms of and precise. So first thing would be you entered FMS, right? One of the most I don't know, reputed or well maintained colleges, I would say, in the country. So how do you see the difference in college life while you were in your undergrad and you were in FMS? A few pointers.
Completely different. Completely
Hmm,
different. Cannot
hmm,
compare it. Like FMS is like very extracurricular minded.
hmm, hmm, hmm.
Academics take a back seat. You are here to be future leaders of the company. Our alumni are heading Facebook.
Hmm.
Like our one of our alumni is the India head of Facebook.
Okay,
Google's operation head is our alumni. So you are
okay.
going to be future leaders of the
Hmm,
corporate sector.
hmm,
So leadership experience. We have a lot of societies here: marketing society, finance society, consulting society. So people
hmm.
try for that, people do that. There are a lot of events going on, guests come in, business leaders come in for talks. Like,
Right.
and the studying that we do, that is also case based. A
Okay.
case is given, a business is facing this issue. What would you, in the
Hmm,
manager's shoe, would tackle that?
hmm.
So we have to solve
Right.
it in groups and all. There is a lot of collaborative learning as such. So that
Hmm,
forces one to make friends, to be extroverted and all. So that is the main thing which is different. That in a BTech you can just study day and night and you can
hmm,
go through it like a breeze. Here you have to make friends, you have to be social, you
hmm,
must be able to speak well in English and others. Your soft skills must be good, or they get sharpened while in MBA.
hmm, hmm. Right.
Basically,
So,
it is a people-facing
hmm,
that thing
hmm.
job
Right.
that you will do post MBA. You will be managing people now. You will not be doing any technical work in most cases. So
Right.
the curriculum has been designed in that
Hmm,
manner.
hmm, hmm, hmm. Right. Okay. And as far as FMS is concerned, Vedan, as far as I have heard, I think it is one of the most affordable colleges in the country for at least for management studies. So, if you can give us a range or rough idea regarding what the entire amount or expense would look like for the entire degree at FMS in comparison to the IIMs.
The base fee, I am roughly 26-27 lakhs for the 2 years. Here FMS
Right.
official fees is like 2 lakhs for the both of those 2 years, and
Right.
we like 1 lakh rupee extra for the cultural stuff that goes on. So
Right.
3 lakhs of an MBA versus 26-27 lakhs for IIMs and all.
Okay. Okay, got it. And apart from the affordability or the prices, we understand that FMS is like majority of the part is government funded and it runs on taxpayers' money. Apart from that, in terms of the facilities which IIMs have and FMS has, or the convenience for the students, or these kind of factors, are IIMs over leveraged enough in comparison to the FMS as far as that 2 years journey is concerned within the college?
Can you, what do you mean by over leveraged here?
Over leveraged in the sense that the people who are studying in IIMs probably have edge in multiple things in terms of the facilities they have, in terms of the accessibility to multiple resources they have, or the network they have in comparison to the FMS students. Do you see any difference over there?
I would disagree on the network part.
Okay,
FMS has been here since like 1950s. So we have a vast alumni network and all. So networking and all is not an issue. Day-to-day
okay,
basis, yes. We have the DU infrastructure that we can rely upon in some times. So
okay,
that is good, but like you have to uh, stay in flats or PGs and such. So that is slight hassle that one has to face there, because we don't have a campus as such. We
okay,
have just a building and a
okay,
badminton court. The rest you have to go through the other due colleges to,
Hmm.
request them to, please let us use your this thing, this basketball court, this, that, and all. But it is manageable.
Okay.
It is not worth, for me at least, it is not worth paying 23 lakhs more
Right. Right. Okay.
just to, play something or, go to the gym or something.
Okay. And quickly, Vedan, if you can talk us a little about the exchange programs we were having a chat offline about, right? You are also getting the opportunity to go to one of the premier institutes. Talk us a bit about that.
We have a thing here called the summer school, where in- between June and July, you can
Hmm.
go to a premier B school in
Okay.
West, in basically Europe and UK, where you can
Hmm.
study for a month
Right.
and you can return. We have a tie-up with those like schools, and you get to go there, but the expenses must be paid by you.
Okay. Okay.
So we have a tie-up with the London School of Economics, which is one
Hmm.
of the premium school, and many other P schools in, Spain and France and all.
Right. Right. So you are getting a chance to visit over there this year. Oh, sorry, the next year, is it?
Uh, I might, yes, I am thinking actually.
Okay. Okay. Uh, Congratulations on that part. Okay. So quickly, also regarding the placement scenario, I think the entire batch gets placed, right?
FMS recently released its final placement. You can Google it for
Okay.
the batch of 2023 who will be
Okay.
passing out this year. You can check that.
Okay.
The average this year, the average was 34 LPA as far as I remember.
34 LPA CTC is the average. Okay. And what might be the highest in last, say, let's say 1-2 years?
Highest package,
Yes.
1.25 CR for
And
our
this is for
seniors.
India office, not US.
Yes, India.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. And what might be the lowest one with them? Any guess?
I have no idea about lowest one,
Okay.
but you can check the report that the
Right.
placement team of our
Surely.
college has
Surely will
given
do.
out. Yeah.
Okay. And Vedant has, sorry. Okay. Okay. Cool. So as far as FMS is concerned, do you see anything specific? Like there are consulting companies visiting you, there are tech companies, right? There are purely marketing companies visiting you. So any, advice or part of suggestion for anyone who is about to enter FMS or similar colleges, how to decide which particular stream you want to sit for, or set of companies you want to target?
Uh, there is an induction process before the official college starts, where you will
Right.
be taught basic stuff about all the streams, about consulting, about finance, about marketing. After
Okay.
studying that, you can, decide where I am most interested in. You can also talk with the alums that what sort of work do they do in finance, in consulting, in marketing on a day-to-day basis. Then you can make an informed choice. Okay, this is the sector which I want to target. I want to go into, let's say, consulting or marketing. This will you will have good idea like
Right.
what will be the day-to-day work.
Right.
So you will be making an informed decision itself.
Okay. Okay. And within the very last question, we have a few seconds left. Anyone who has been in the industry for 2-3 years, right? What are 2-3 prominent reasons he should give it a gap to his career and join FMS in case he gets a chance to, or any prestigious MBA college?
If they want to get out of